Hello and welcome to another update video about Mana. Mana is still, I think, in this triangle formation that I showed you in the last video where I said, a breakout might be imminent. I showed you this triangle here where we had these touch points here, 1, 2, and 3. So I actually need to raise it a little bit. I think it was like that. And then, after the video, we pretty much tried to break out here, but we came back in. So based on that triangle, we're now directly in the apex, which would indicate that a breakout is really imminent. Here, obviously, we tried it and we failed and we went back in. We didn't have the volume probably, so it was not enough, let's call it a power, to get back into the, to get out of the triangle really fundamentally. So that is, that's one way of seeing it. Now, you could also say, right, we actually didn't break out. We only retested a resistance. So we only, retested resistance. So we could actually see this now as an ascending triangle. As I said, if it didn't work, as I said in the last video, sometimes you draw these triangles and they're actually not a valid one. Well, they are a valid triangle, but the price action doesn't really respect them. And that is what happened. But that doesn't matter, we just adapt and can see that we have probably something here like an ascending triangle where you have a nearly horizontal resistance line, which is even more bullish because an ascending triangle is basically, it just means that the price is pushing against a horizontal resistance. The sellers, the buyers are there, the sellers, they can't push the price lower. The buyers are just not ready yet. So you've got this triangle here then, and you've got the attempted breakouts 1, 2, 3 times. We failed 3 times to break out of this triangle, and that could indicate, right, the buyers are just not ready yet, but they are there, and they are potentially interested in buying. But there are at the moment still too many sellers, but the sellers from attempted breakout to attempted breakout, the sellers can't push the price down anymore further. So that is why we've got this ascending trend line down here. And that indicates that in the next few hours we should see the breakout. Now again, I don't have a crystal ball, but that is what I can see in the charts here. And that is just to give you a heads up that something could be happening. Now we had already a big move here. To be honest, it was actually already quite an interesting move here, because that was 15%, I mean, or 12%, that green candle here, which is not bad actually for one green candle, but obviously we failed to break out. To be honest, actually to the peak, that was nearly 15%, 14%. I mean, you could call that a significant move to the upside here, but obviously we did fail. We had not enough volume. I mean, compare this volume here to what we had here before. It is not too much different. I think we need bigger volume to break out of this triangle, and we're getting squeezed more and more into the apex. And that is another indicator why we have also less volume at the moment, because that is when you get into a triangle, you normally have less volume. So you can see that here, down here. And overall, looking at the 4-hour chart, we did on the RSI, we are below the overbought range. So we could have, based on the 4-hour, we could break out. And you can see here on the 4-hour, actually, because it's a different time frame, you can actually draw a different triangle. So it's just to make you aware that there are different possibilities. And actually here on the 4-hour chart, we are still in the apex, and we are also about to break out. So either way, that, and again, that breakout could also be to the downside. So I'm not trying to sell anything here to you, but just want to give you the heads up that we could have another breakout. So if you wanted to get in, you could get in potentially at the breakout if you are a trader. But that's obviously up to you, and that is no financial advice. Here on the daily, we are still overbought. Even though we dropped, we are still massively overbought. That could indicate actually a breakout to the downside, but overall it is a very bullish pattern in my view here, especially considering the larger scope of the of the chart here, where we have that huge uptrend and we're above all the moving averages, and we haven't even in that retracement come back down to the golden pocket, the 234, indicating to me that it is very bullish and that we actually want to break to the upside. Now again, no crystal ball, no guarantee, but what we can certainly say is there should really be a breakout based on that triangle, moved out here of that descending channel, moved out of that bull flag, moved here to the upside and have now an uptrend, but we are getting squeezed into an apex, so there should be a breakout. That's all I can see in the charts. Wanted to give you the heads up. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button and also subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.